How do you guys dine? How good is your dining etiquette? That's what we're going to find out today. Is it European style or American style? So we have right here by the channel Katerina Etiquette. And it says, did you know there's a difference between how the Americans use the cutlery versus the Europeans? The American dining style is often referred to as the switch and switch. I don't know who calls it that, but you know, as it requires switching your hands in between bites. In the European style, also known as the continental style, no switching is required. Which dining style do you prefer? Now, I don't know exactly what this switch and switch is. I don't know what that means, right? I use my right hand. I use my right hand for my fork, and if I need to cut something, I just turn that fork sideways, cut it with the edge of the fork, and you're good to go. If I do need to bring out a knife, you know, involve a knife into the situation, I just use the knife with my left hand, and I still continue to hold the fork in my right hand. So I don't really do any switching. I you know, pick up the knife from time to time, use it, and then put it back down. But not seen this video, right? As always, first time watching it. As always, the links will be in the description section down below. The original channel is called Katerina Etiquette. Yeah, we're gonna find out what this is all about. European knife in the dominant hand, forks tines facing down, no switching. Knife in the dominant hand. So do you use your fork in your non-dominant hand? American, knife in the dominant hand, knife rest on the plate in between bites. Yeah, I do that a lot. Fork switches to the dominant hand. Okay, so they're switching. Okay, so in Europe, they put the knife in the dominant hand, and then they just eat with their fork in the non-dominant hand. I do it backwards. I put the knife in my non-dominant hand, and I can just cut it with my non-dominant hand, and then my dominant hand continues to hold the fork the whole time. So I'm kind of like a mix between the two, but I don't switch it back and forth. And fun fact, I was actually born left-handed. The school system, I guess I was like the only left-handed kid in the class, and they made me switch. So I have some sort of an ambidextriality to me, if that's even a word. But yeah. And that's it. That's the whole video. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and check out some of these comments here and see what people are saying here. It says, I've never seen a human being switch hands mid-bite after the age of 12. Somebody says, oh no, I eat like an American. They must be European because they're like, oh no. Somebody says, I'm just a simple Slavic girl, so I eat with a spoon. Oh, that's funny. The way I would miss my mouth if I used the fork in my non-dominant hand. Yeah, exactly. I keep the fork in my dominant hand. It says right here, the knife is not in your dominant hand. It's in the right hand. Let left-handed people still use the knife in the right hand. Yeah, so she's not actually, well, her dominant hand must be. Let's see on the video here. Her dominant hand, it says knife in the dominant hand. Okay, so she's holding the knife in her right hand. Knife in the dominant hand, same thing, yeah. And then switching to the fork. Yeah, most of the time, I'm pretty sure I cut things with my left hand, and then I continue to use the fork in my right hand because I feel like the same thing. I'd miss my mouth if I try to use my left hand for my fork or something, right, guys? So let me know what you guys think about it. How do you eat your food? And have a super fun, awesome day. Take care.